y'all. Today I want to talk about a magnificent car crash that I witnessed. So it was Mexican Independence Day and it was around 8, maybe 9 o'clock at night. And Tony hits me up saying, hey, do you want to cruise around with my friends? Like a bunch of hooligans, honking our horns, driving around, celebrating Mexican independence. We all ended up meeting at a hot dog place near my house, and we were trying to figure out where we're trying to go since they were closing streets down because apparently other people who are doing the same thing we're trying to do are getting way too rowdy, and we ain't trying to get stopped. And so we end up driving around for a good 17-20 minutes around until we finally decided to end up going to a Jewel Osco. As we drive in the parking lot, it looked like something out of the Fast and Furious franchise. And what I mean by that is that you got your lowriders, you got your high riders, you got your trucks, sports cars, muscle cars, cars from the 1980s. You even got minivans with hydraulic systems, and majority of them have at least a Mexican flag on the hood, or at least a whole flag coming out the window. So we're just chilling there for a good 15 minutes and whatnot, and Tony ends up asking everybody yo, are you guys down to drink a little bit? We all say yes, and he ends up going into the Jewel Osco and buying a case of beer. And so as we're drinking and socializing with other people, it starts to rain a little bit, a little drizzle, whatnot. And obviously we knew it was gonna rain that night. So we kind of got into our cars and we're we ain't trying to leave yet, but let's just go downtown and cruise a little bit. Now this is the part of the story that gets really, really delicious. So we end up driving to Lower Wacker, and everybody knows what Lower Wacker is in the Chicago area. For those of you who don't, Lower Wacker is an underground street in Chicago. So that's what we end up doing. We're just racing around, and me and Tony are in the back of everybody, basically. We're in the end. And as we're racing and whatnot, two cars pop out of nowhere. A white 350Z and a black SRT4 zooms past us. Now I looked at Tony, I'm like, yo, I know you ain't gonna take that. So he ends up stepping on it, and all our friends already disappeared. They've been past us. And so right now it's just us three racing. So we're just playing along and whatnot, faking it out, trying to show off our skills and whatnot. And we end up being first place. And we're about to enter to this spiral ramp. And as we enter, Tony's car cannot drift. Cause I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because his car is really low to the ground type of thing, and he ain't trying to if a small pebble ends up being right next to us, we flipping over doing barrel rolls. That's basically it. We cannot drift. So we're slowly turning, but these two cars just zooms past us, drifted. And I'm just with my mouth dropped down Now, the spiral ramp exits us into the highway. As we come out from the ramp, it starts to rain even harder. So now we start to slow down. Tony tells me that, hey, we out this race because we're not trying to die right now since it's raining hard. And so the other two cars just keep going, let them race. And we're just following behind, and they're just coming back and forth, back and forth. And I look down, go on my phone since we're out of the race. There's nothing for me to do besides listen to music and just be on my phone. Tony ends up hitting me in the shoulder hey
man, look at that.
I look up from my phone and I see the white 350 just drifting sideways. Now at that moment I'm speechless again because the way he drifted in the rain, showing off to the black car was so delicious, bro. The black car is just done. I don't know. He's probably sucking up the skills because that shit was really, really majestic as hell. And so he ends up blasting off with them, and me and Tony started hitting 88 miles per hour, passing that too. So now I'm strapping on all type of seatbelts, hanging on to the car because if y'all don't know, once you hit 88, there's a slight possibility that y'all might end up back to the future. You feel me? Tires burning and our license plate just spinning around. Come on now. And so we're catching up, and now both cars are going, you know, neck on neck and whatnot, and the white car does it again. He starts drifting sideways, but this time he doesn't stop sideways. He completely does a 360, and now we end up noticing that he doesn't have control of the car anymore. He's now spinning all over the highway, and we end up slowing down. He ends up going off to the far right, hitting the rail, jumping up a little hill that cuts off. How do I explain this? It's like the hill, then the ramp going down into the highway type of thing. He jumps that, comes straight nose down, smashes the front part of this car into the ground, slams the back part back down, and all you hear is like, not like a car crashing, it sounded more like cannon fire. I'm just like, yo, what the hell was that? So as I approached the car scene, or the car accident, because it's basically an accident, the car is facing the opposite direction, and the back tires are all blown up. There's grass, dirt, car debris everywhere. As I approached to the driver's door, I also noticed that the front wheels are all bent in, the rims are all bent in, and the front bumper is like at least 100 miles the opposite direction. I'm just like stunned, like, I don't know how is this, you know, I don't even know if the dude's alive, basically. And so like, as I'm about to reach the door, it like embraced to what I'm gonna see in the inside, since like the window is covered from an airbag, so I can't see what's inside of it. So as I'm about to open the open the door, grab the handle, the door opens by itself, and out comes out this man. And I kid you not, sweet black baby Jesus, this man came out unscathed. I'm talking about no cuts or broken bones at all. He just comes out of the car confused of what just happened. Now he's over here checking out the car and whatnot, and then the people from the black car are over here trying to talk to him, telling him what happened, trying to seem like it was, you know, kind of his fault and not their fault type of thing, since they didn't want to, like, I don't know, pay damages or whatnot. And I'm just over here, you know, still stunned, like confused, like I'm trying to ask this man, yo, are you okay? Like you should like sit down or anything. But he's just outside, you know, walking around his car looking at the accident, thinking more about the car than himself, which I guess, but come on bro, you just survived the whole, you know, car crash. Like you really want to think about the car than your life? Tony ends up calling me, telling me that the cops are on their way and whatnot to help him out with the ambulance. And as I'm telling you this to the dude, the people from the black car start like kind of getting nervous and whatnot. Ends up telling the dude that they gotta go, and that here's my number, call me if you need anything or whatever, if you want to handle this. And they just end up leaving me with the dude. And like for me, I feel like that's kind of like a pussy move, you know, since you guys were racing in the rain. Me and Tony, we just stopped. And just stop racing. They just continue on, so I feel like they're kind of in the fault for, you know, I don't know, whatever, but they end up leaving. And so I'm over here trying to help the dude out. He's telling me like, dude, my mom's gonna kill me when she finds out what happened with the car and whatnot. And like, the car looked fucking beautiful, that's all I gotta say. Like, it looked like he wasted like a good amount of money on that car. But as the ambulance comes and the cops comes, it hits me. Yo, I'm the only person here. Tony's too far for the cops to know that he's in this scene as well. Ooh, damn, my bad. So as the ambulance comes and the cops comes, I started freaking out because I gotta talk to the cops now, since I'm the only witness there at the crime, not even a crime, at the car scene. And I'm scared because before all this car crash, before us drinking in a parking lot, before us even driving out at night, I was already drinking with my dad beforehand, before Tony even texts me telling me that we're gonna go out. So with that liquor and now having beers later on, I feel like my breath smells like alcohol. And I'm the only one who has to talk to the cops. I mean, besides the other dude, but the other dude, like, I don't even know if he drank that night or not. But still, as the cop comes up to me and tells me like, yo, you know, what happened and whatnot, I tell him what happened. Like, I'm trying to be as truthful as I can, but I'm also trying to like back away so my breath don't hit him. Luckily, he doesn't smell it, and they end up taking the dude into the ambulance to a hospital, whatnot. And the cop tells me, do you need a ride? And I told him, like, hey, I got my friend on the other side, like down the road, if you could just take me over there. And he ends up putting me in the back of the car. So not only I witnessed an accident, I also been in the back of a seat of a cop car for the first time. But yeah, afterwards, I go into Tony's car and we just go home. To this day, I don't know what happened to the dude. I'm pretty sure he's still alive, obviously, if he's unscathed by the holiness of somebody, but still, to this day, that was like the most majestic car crash I've ever seen. But yeah, basically, the moral of the story is that don't drink and drive, don't be stupid, and race in the rain. Or even do anything in the rain, just stay home in the rain. Pull up a movie or something, come on now. Comment below what was your favorite part of the story. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it to your friends to save a life. Subscribe. I got more story times to come. I got challenges. I got a lot of skits and whatnot. I got a lot of coming. Other than that, just follow my social media. Up to date of my life, when the next videos are gonna come. Maybe behind the scene of what the videos might be of. Until then, stay beautiful, y'all.